Chapter 23, Super Friend, Noah Euclid. In his theory of general relativity, Einstein predicted that the fabric of space was actually curved. That was pretty smart for some guy back in 1915, but he missed the most important part. Not only was space curved, but so were cause and effect. When I was at the academy, my 206 IQ made me special. I left there to go to Hardcastle Middle School to follow my dream to become average, and it worked for a while. Before long, though, I was the super kid, which meant I was special again. I had followed the curve of cause and effect from unique to ordinary and back to unique, which was fine. I hated the way I was tops at the academy, but being the super kid was fantastic, especially the part where I got to be famous and everybody wanted to be my friend. And today had to be the very best of a long line of really great days. Today, Governor Holland was coming to town to present me with the state's highest award for youth achievement. Donovan thought this was a terrible idea because he was the one who'd saved the Mercury House, not me. But as I saw it, human history was filled with examples of people getting rewarded for doing absolutely nothing. Look at all those kings and emperors and sultans and grand dukes who never did anything except get born into the right families. Besides, it wasn't as if the governor asked me what I wanted a medal. He just decided I was getting one. What was I supposed to do? He was the governor. I wasn't even sure Donovan was my friend anymore. It made me sad, but there was no more logic in crying over friendship decay than there was over radioactive decay. It was just how the universe worked. These days, Donovan complained about everything. I did. Not like hashtag, who said it was the governor who should feel lucky for the chance to present a medal to me. Hold still, Noah. Dad finished trying to tie and fold my collar back into place. He clapped my shoulders on my blazer. Mom and I are so proud, but I hope you realize that we'd be proud of you, super kid or not. That's good to know, I said, honestly. It was supposedly a blessing and a curse to raise an acceptable child like me. The phone rang. It was Chloe, calling from the robotics lab. The rest of the team had been there all morning. Heavy metal was still acting up, and the time was running out to fix the problem before the demonstration for the governor. We've been through every micron of heavy metal. We can't find anything wrong. She sounded exhausted and a bit scared. It has to be a software issue. I can't come, I told her. They want me at school before the governor gets there. There was a scuffle on the other end of the line, and a muffled voice barked, "Give me that phone." Abigail came on the line. "Now listen, Noah. Heavy metal isn't performing, and if you don't get your bony butt down here this minute..." I hung up on her. I once saw a YouTube video called "Keep Negativity Out of Your Life." It seemed like good advice for a big day like today. "What was that all about?" my father asked. "Nothing," I replied. "I think we should go to school now. I want to be early." We were in the car when my phone rang again. Donovan this time. "We really need you here, Noah. Everybody's freaking out. Even Oz is losing it a little." "I'm sorry," I said. "I can't. We're almost at school." There was a very long pause. Then, "Are you sure you don't know what you're doing?" "Don't I always?" "All right," Donovan sounds resigned. "Good luck." That made me feel warm inside. Even though we hadn't been getting along too well lately, he was still on my side. "Good luck to you too," I replied, and meant it. They were going to need it. There really was something wrong with heavy metal. Dad dropped me off, promising to be back with Mom for the ceremony. The first person I saw was Russ Trussman, who was directing his camera crew as they carried equipment into the cafeteria. He stopped what he was doing and pulled me aside into the empty kitchen. "Noah, we've got to talk." "Can't it wait until after?" I inquired. "Dr. Schultz wants me with him when the governor arrives." He looked me straight in the eye and announced, "I know." "Right. Well, obviously the governor is only coming because of me, so..." "No," Mr. Trussman cut me off. I know. I know you're not the one who saved the Mercury home." I didn't see it coming. I don't understand." "Come on, you're a nice boy, but you're not exactly hero material. You had no idea that car has to be in neutral for the steering to be active. You couldn't even explain the folding chair in the Mercury's pool. Whoever diverted that truck, it wasn't you." "I can explain the chair," I said quickly. "It was mine. I brought it with me." He goggled. Why? For hitting people over the head, like for WWE. He stared at me as if I was speaking a language he couldn't understand. Look, Noah, I can help you, but you have to help me too. First of all, do you know who the real super kid is? Well, I couldn't answer that, even if I wanted to. I promised Donovan to keep a secret. The reporter was getting sick of waiting for me to say something. All right, here's what you have to do. You have to tell the governor that the ceremony's off. It won't be easy, but there will be things to smooth out for you. You're not the first kid to ever get caught in a small lie that snowballed out of control. All I ask in return is an exclusive interview. You'll come by my show and explain to my viewers how it all happened. Do we have a deal? I might not have been a real hero, but it took a lot of courage not to throw up right there in Mr. Trussman's shoes. More than anything else, this proved that I was right, that the cause and effect really was curved. Somehow, I'd missed the turn that would have saved me from getting stuck in the dead end, with the governor on one side and Russ Trussman on the other. Donovan had warned me that from the very beginning. He could see it, even though his IQ was barely half of mine. I considered the person I'd become, the new Noah, and the good friends I'd made in these past few weeks, people like Hashtag and Zane and Vanessa and the other cheerleaders. But there was only one Donovan. It was Donovan who'd made the change in me possible, who'd made me realize it was even possible to change. I felt a surge of fondness toward him. Then I asked myself, how would Donovan deal with the kind of tight spot I was in right now? The answer came to me. If Mr. Trussman had solid proof, he wouldn't need me to confess or go on his show or anything. He had his suspicions, and otherwise he had zilch. If I just kept my mouth shut, there'd be nothing he could do about it. Through the doorway to the main cafeteria, I could see a motorcade of black SUVs pulling up outside school. I'm going to greet the governor now, I told the reporter. I'm out of here, which was exactly what my friend Donovan would have said.